Hello friends, the most expensive part of your house is not cement or bricks, it is steel. And one wrong decision while buying steel can make your entire house weak. When people go to buy steel bars, the biggest mistake they make is that they look only at the price. But price is not the only thing that matters. You must also look at the strength and quality of the steel, because a weak steel bar can never make a strong house. Many people make small mistakes while buying steel, and because of this, they lose money and also compromise the strength of their house. In some places, it is also seen that shopkeepers misguide customers, and certain scams happen while selling steel. Because of this, the buyer suffers loss while someone else makes a profit. In this video, we will understand how to avoid such mistakes so that you can buy strong, safe, and good quality steel for your house. Now let us come to the first important point, which is the category of steel. Generally, there are two types of steel bars available in the market: primary steel and secondary steel. Primary steel is made by big and well-known companies like Tata, JSW, SAIL, and Jindal. This steel is mostly made from iron ore taken directly from mines. Because of this process, the cost of making primary steel is slightly higher, but its quality is very consistent and reliable. That is why primary steel is usually more expensive. On the other hand, secondary steel is mostly made by local mills, often using recycled steel or scrap. Many local brands manufacture this type of steel. The biggest advantage of secondary steel is that it is cheaper compared to primary steel. If your budget is good, you can go for primary steel without any problem. But if you are planning to use secondary steel, you must carefully check its finish, certification, and ISI marking. Good quality secondary steel is also safe and widely used in normal residential houses because it is more affordable. Now the next question people usually have is about different names written on steel bars like TMT, TMX, TOR, or MS. What do these mean? Nowadays, MS bars, that is plain bars, are mostly not used in house construction. Today, you will mostly see TMT bars being used. TMT means thermomechanically treated steel. These bars have ribs on their surface, which help the concrete and steel bond properly. TMT bars are the most commonly used steel in house construction, and most engineers recommend them. TMT is not a type of steel, but a manufacturing process. In this process, the steel bar is heated at a very high temperature and then suddenly cooled with water. After that, it is allowed to cool naturally. Because of this process, the outer layer of the bar becomes hard, while the inside core remains flexible. This gives TMT bars high strength, good flexibility, and better performance during earthquakes. As per Indian standards, reinforcement steel bars used in RCC construction should conform to IS 1786. So whenever you buy steel, always check that the steel is ISI marked and follow the standard. You may also hear the term TMX. TMX is not a standard technical category. It is mostly a brand or marketing name used by some companies for their advanced TMT bars. These bars are usually made using the QST, that is, quenched and self-tempered process. Both TMT and TMX bars are good as long as they come from a reputed brand and have proper certification. Now let us talk about steel grades. Steel bars are available in different grades such as FE415, FE500, FE500D, FE550 and FE550D. For most residential houses, FE500D or FE550D is commonly used. The letter D means ductile, which means the steel can bend without breaking. As per IS standards, D-grade steel has better bending capacity, which is why engineers prefer it for houses, especially in earthquake-prone areas. The exact grade should always be selected based on the structural engineer's design. Next important point is the length of the steel bar. Generally, a standard steel bar is 12 meters long, which is about 39.37 feet. You should always check this. Some shopkeepers may give shorter bars, which can create problems at the construction site. The weight of the steel bar also depends on its length. So shorter bars means less steel for the same price. Steel bars are available in different sizes like 6 mm, 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm, 16 mm and 25 mm. If you know the diameter and length of the bar, you can easily calculate its weight using the formula weight is equal to d square divided by 162. Most steel companies also provide charts in their brochures or on their websites. These charts show how many bars are there in one bundle and what the total bundle weight is. This helps you cross-check whether the weighing machine is giving correct readings or not. When the steel is being loaded into your vehicle, always check how many bundles are loaded and compare it with what is written on the bill. If the number of bundles and the weight do not match, you can immediately question it. In some places, weighing machines are deliberately adjusted, so they show more weight than what is actually being supplied. Because of this, you end up paying for more steel but receive less material. This is why checking bundle details is very important. If you are buying steel in large quantity, you can also ask the shopkeeper to check the weight on a public weighing scale. Steel is an expensive material. Even a difference of 1 to 2 rupees per kg can result in a big loss when buying large quantities. That is why instead of only looking at the small price difference, you should also consider the reputation and goodwill of the shopkeeper. Now let us talk about ductility and hardness. In construction work, steel needs to be cut and bent many times. Good steel should bend easily without cracking. If a steel bar develops cracks while bending, it means the steel is too hard and not suitable for construction. As per IS standards, good steel should pass bending checks without visible cracks. If it fails, avoid using it. Another common issue is rusted steel. Light surface rust is usually acceptable, but deep rust, flaky rust, or pitting is not. If rust sticks to your hands when you touch the bar, or if the surface is badly corroded, you should not accept such steel. Also make sure steel is not stored directly on soil at site. It should be kept on blocks or wooden supports to avoid corrosion. If you still have doubts, you can also ask for the test certificate. On the steel bar itself, important details should be clearly written, such as bar size, company name, ISI mark, steel grade, manufacturing process like TMT or QST. You should always check these markings before buying. So friends, if you keep all these points in mind, you can easily buy good quality steel at the right price, and your house will be strong and safe for many years. Now tell me in the comments, are you planning to use primary steel or secondary steel for your house, and why? I personally read all the comments.